Okay, hi, this is GP here, and I hope audio, video, everything is fine. So today we have a session on the Jugaad video, and this is a data set which is a little time consuming. So without wasting too much time, let's quickly get into the session. The first thing again I would like to highlight is that yes, we have launched a sprint batch, which is only for 15,000, and it covers all areas. This has daily classes, daily engagement with you. You either have a class or a mock to do on every day. So those of you who started your preparation now, those of you repeating and would want to go through the complete syllabus, this is what you should be looking at. And in addition to this, the other option you also have, if you want to do only quant or DILR or verbal, that option is also available within this. Okay. So great. So let's move on and go down to the session of the day. A session that, and in this part, I'm going to again breeze through, because this is something that I repeat every time, and for the benefit of those who are attending the session for the first time. But today I'll not spend too much time. And we are looking at the DILR section, 40-minute section, 22 questions or 5 sets. The important thing in DILR to understand is if you get 50% marks, 50% marks, you would be something between 97 to 99.5 percentile. And if you get 60% marks, you are 99.5 upwards up to 99.9 percentile plus. Okay, and this you could check. The last 5 years data is given to you, the maximum possible marks, and the percentile score that it comes at which marks or what percentage marks you can always calculate. So this is something which I want you to know. What is important out here is to understand. This means if you can do one extra, 50% means out of let's say 22 questions, you have done 11 questions. But if you can do one extra set, let's say another 3 to 4 questions, from a 99, you will straight away jump to a 99.7, 99.9, maybe even almost close to 100 percentile. So that one extra set is possible if you apply the Jugaad method that I've been discussing in this series. And what do we do in Jugaad? We look at Jugaad as a problem-solving approach. It is not a shortcut technique or trick or such. It's a problem-solving approach that you need to be comfortable with. Okay? And the focus we have is we will use all available information. And I'm sure many will say, but yes, we keep using all available information. No, most of the students don't do it. They look at only the information which is given in the data set or the graphs or the chart and forget about the question and choices and the other places. Secondly, we focus on solving questions. Unfortunately, for many students, the focus is filling up the table, and then for them, this is the sequence that you first fill up the table, then go to the questions. No, that is a stupid way of doing it. The correlation between these two is a back and forth correlation. You solve the questions, you focus on solving the question, you see what the question is asking for. Based on that, you fill the table, and then we solve the question and fill up the table again. So it's a back and forth that you need to do between the solving question and filling up the table. Okay. Now, very quickly, the methodology that we recommend that you follow is DILR. D stands for decipher the information given. If you don't understand the basic data, if you have not understood, if you can't decipher, भैया फिर छोड़ दो, कोई फायदा नहीं आगे चलने का, because you are not going to get anything out of it. Similarly, what is I? I is nothing but identifying the information from the question. Lots of questions of informations. Unfortunately, most students ignore the questions completely, and hence the information in the question is completely neglected. L means layout or tabulate the data. So you make the layout or you tabulate the data based on the requirements of the question. So when you identifying the question and the information, you're also trying to see what is it that they're asking for. What is it, how does it impact the table which I will make? So the layout has to be based on the information asked for, given by the question, and the information seek by the question. The questions are asking you to solve something. Based on that, I will create the layout. And yes, finally, you have to resolve, okay, or solve the question. But solution the question and moving between the table is a back and forth process, as I said a couple of minutes ago. Okay, चलो अब आ जाते हैं इस पे आज के सेट पे. आज के सेट में सबसे पहले I hope you have downloaded the exercise and solved it. If you have not downloaded the exercise for the day and solved it, please don't continue with the session. Pause the session. Go to OpenCAD by scanning this particular QR code. In OpenCAD, you'll have the GP ka Jugaad tab. In the GP ka Jugaad tab, you'll have these DILR videos available. And today's session will be session number 14th, if I am correct. Okay. So based session number 14, for each session, there's a PDF and a video. For today's session, obviously the video will be missing, the PDF will be there. Please download the PDF of today's session, solve it, and then you can restart the session. Okay. But if you have already solved it, then please continue with the session. Extremely important that before you do any session with me, you should have solved the set. Straight away coming for the session is a complete waste of time for you. Okay. Chalo. Let's look at this CAT 2018 set, slot 2 set. Considered to be a very difficult set, time-consuming set, but there's a very easy set. Yes, it takes a little bit extra time, but it has got a couple of questions which can be done very, very fast. And that is what is important to understand, that I should be able to at least do the easy questions straight away and be willing to leave the difficult questions. Okay. So let's get down to the set, and this is the data set which we have. I'm sure none of you are enthused by the graph which is in front of us. Okay. So let's see what does it say. Each of the 23 boxes in the picture below represent a product manufactured by one of the following 3 companies: Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie. So the 3 companies are ABC. These 3 companies are producing one of these 23 products, each represented by a different box. Now you can also see there's some kind of shading. This is what is, this is Alpha. Products belong to Alpha. This is products belonging to Bravo. This one, Bravo, Bravo, Bravo. The the vertical lines is nothing but the products belonging to Charlie. Where is Charlie? Yes, this is Charlie. I think you can see only one Charlie. Okay. And then there are quite a few boxes which are blank. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These 8 boxes don't have any shading in it. What does it mean? Most probably this means that we don't know which company do these boxes or products belong to. Okay. Chalo, let's move forward. Area of the box is proportional to the revenue from the corresponding product. Okay? While its center represents the product popularity and the market potential. Okay. Scores of the product out of 20. The shading of some of the box have been erased. Okay. So it is very clearly said, shading of some of the boxes erased. So मालूम नहीं है भैया कौन सी company के हैं. Okay. So what does it say? The middle, the center of the product represents the 2 things. One is called product popularity and market potential. The x-axis is the product popularity. So if I look at this particular box here, this one, okay, or let me take a slightly bigger box here. Okay, let me say this one. This center of the box is this point. Go down. So for this particular box, the product popularity score, which is the x-axis is equal to 18. While for this particular box, the market potential score is 2. Okay. So we understand the graph so far. Okay. Then what does it say? Companies classified their products in 4 categories. 4 categories chalo, on a combination of scores out of 20. Okay. On 2 parameters: product popularity and market potential, as given below. There are 4 categories of product: promising, blockbuster, doubtful, no hope. Product popularity score: both are greater than 10, it is promising. Both are less than equal to 10, it is no hope. One greater than 10, another less than equal to 10, which is these 2. They are either blockbuster or doubtful. Now, where do we see in this graph? So, effectively in this graph, if I look at the score of 10, yes. And this. Okay. Yeah, I think this should do. So this is a 10-10 line. This is score of 10 on market potential, score of 10 on product potential. So what does it mean? Now when I look at this particular region, this is both are more than 10. If both are more than 10, this is promising category. It has got market potential scores greater than 10 and product potential scores greater than 10. If both of them are less than equal to 10, it is no hope. This is no hope. Everything is less than 10. None of the 2 scores are greater than or equal to greater than 10. Both the scores of the market potential and as well as the product popularity are less than 10 for this particular category. So there is a no hope category. Then we have blockbuster greater than 10. Blockbuster is product popularity greater than 10. Where is product popularity? Product popularity is here. So this is the category which is blockbuster. Why? Because the product popularity score is greater than 10 and market potential is less than. Market potential is below. Okay. Popularity is very high, potential is low, it's a blockbuster. Then we have a doubtful, where the product popularity itself is less than 10. This is product popularity, so that means we are talking about this side. This particular half, and market potential is greater than 10. Market potential is greater than, so we are talking about this particular quadrant as going to be doubtful. So we have the doubtful, product, this is promising, doubtful, no hope, and blockbuster. So these four categories we have. Now, the information is given here. Okay? But before we move forward, again, as usual, I want to look at the questions. Okay? So it is very easy to say, okay, let me convert सब कुछ एक table बनाते हैं बड़ा सा for these 23 डब्बास, हर एक का प्रोडक्ट पॉपुलैरिटी निकाल लो, रेवेन्यू निकाल लो, बट करना क्या पहले ये तो समझ लें. मेरे को वही करना. Remember, my job is to do only what is required by the question rather than trying to do everything. Okay. So what does it say? Question 1. Considering all company products, which product category has the highest revenue? Which product category has the highest revenue? What is revenue? It is the area of the box that is proportional to the revenue. So if I just erase this complete thing, and please look at the boxes. Okay. Or let me go to, okay, we'll look at this. Okay. So first of all, it is asking for the highest revenue. Which product category? When I say product category, the product categories are promising, blockbuster, doubtful, no hopes. Okay. Second question. Which of the following is the correct sequence of the number of products Bravo has in no hope? Okay. So number of products of Bravo in each of the four categories. And if you just remember, if I just can do it again, this was blockbuster, this promising. Okay. Then we have this was doubtful, and then we have no hope. Okay. These are four categories. Okay. So Bravo, which is Bravo? Bravo is that red horizontal lines. How many Bravo are there in each of the four quadrants? Okay. And I'm not sure if you've seen something. This is my Jugaad question. Question number 2 has to be my Jugaad question for the simple reason it is giving me hint as to how to go about doing it. And for 2 of the 4 categories, the doubtful and promising category, it is giving me the actual number of products for the Bravo. So this is something which is likely to be useful for me. Okay. Question number 3. Which of the following is not correct? Now, this one again, I can't do anything till I complete the table because these are likely to be questions which will ask me, which will want me to do the complete table. Okay? Because these 4 statements, I need to find which one is not correct. So I'll come back to this later. Chautha, the smallest box in the grid is equivalent to revenue of 1 crore. What approximately was the total revenue of Bravo? Did you notice? We need Bravo. We need Bravo. Question 2 and 4 both are Bravo. भैया मुझे तो Bravo के बारे में ही सबसे पहले बात करनी है. So all my calculation has to be geared towards getting the number of products of Bravo and also the what the revenue of Bravo. Okay, in each of the 4 categories. So if I can find the products of Bravo in each of the 4 categories, then the revenue of product in the 4, I've done my job. Okay, and question 1 is I have a feeling we can do it. We can do it by visual observation only. Because after all, which product category has the highest revenue cannot be promising. Look at the area of 3 boxes only, and when we compare with this one, for example, look at Blockbuster. These 2 are almost same. These 2 are something like this. So these 2 cannot be. This cannot be. They are promising. Cannot be the answer. Similar, I can do a comparison of the others also. Okay? Similarly, no hope kabhi nahi dikhta na. All the boxes are very small. It is going to be either doubtful or Blockbuster. But my point is, this is most probably a question which I can do visually. Okay. Secondly, I'm sorry. Secondly, look at the statement. Let's quickly run through the statement. What is it saying? Alpha and Bravo had the same number of products. Charlie had more products than Bravo. Each company had equal number of products. Charlie did not have any product in doubtful category. Question statement 5, revenue 6, revenue 7, revenue 8, revenue. So there are four statements. Statements 1, 2, 3, 4 are focusing on the number of products. Last four are focusing on the revenue. So we need to be clear that my first task is to find the number. So to get the number of products, which is question number 2, I need to focus on statements 1, 2, 3, 4 by and large. I may have to go to the others also, but for question number 4, I will definitely need to look at the revenue also. Okay. So chalo ab chalu karte hain banana. Now when I do this kind of a data set, obviously it will be stupid to try and copy this graph. Can't be done. What will I do? I will do it in a slightly different way. In my rough sheet, I will typically draw. Yeah. Okay. What will I do? I'll write down this is what are the product companies in each of them? A, B, C, and U. What is U? Unknown. This is unknown, unknown, unknown. So these are the ones in which the shading has been erased. Similarly, and which category is this? Again, if we go through this, okay, just give me a minute. Yeah. What are the categories we are talking about? We are talking about these 4 categories. This was promising was both greater than 10. This is promising. Then we have both less than 10 is no hope. Okay. Then this left top hand quadrant was doubtful, and the bottom one is blockbuster. Okay. So what we need to do is we need to write down the number of products and the revenue for each of them. Okay. Okay. So these are we have. So what we'll do is we'll keep writing down as we go along. But very quick thing to again remind you, question 1 wants us to know, considering all company products, which product category has the highest revenue. Question 2, which is the correct sequence of number of products of Bravo. Number of products of Bravo is what we are looking at in each of the 4 categories. And here we are very sure the middle 2 categories both are 3 and 1. Which are those? Which are doubtful and promising. So we essentially need to worry about no hope and blockbuster. We just need to worry about these 2. Question 3, as I said, I'll come back to it later. Question 4, we want to find the revenue of Bravo in rupees crore. Okay. Revenue of Bravo in rupees crore is what we need to find out. The smallest box in the grid is equivalent to a revenue of 1 crore. That means this box is 4 crores. This particular box is going to be 1 crore. Okay. Chalo. Sorry. Okay. Chalo, let's start doing it. First question, which product has the highest revenue? Visually speaking, we can clearly say these 2 are definitely out. Okay. Let's look at these 2 remaining. Okay. Now, when I look at the boxes, let's say, I'm just erasing this and writing it here. Okay. I can cancel out these 2 boxes, roughly. I can cancel out these 2 boxes. Similarly, 1 to 1. Okay. This box and this box. What are you left with? You are left with this chotu box. This can also be cancelled out. And these 2 boxes can easily be cancelled out. This is definitely more. So the product category which has the highest revenue is going to be blockbuster. So this was a question jahan kuch nahi karna tha. This was a question where you don't need to do any calculation. Look at the graph carefully. Look at the estimated areas and eliminate choices. And this was a very simple, straightforward. In the worst case, ये 3 नंबर लेके भी आगे निकल चल सकते थे तुम. And वो करने में कोई बुराई नहीं है. Okay. Now let's proceed further and see how to go with the rest of the data set. Okay. As I said, question 2 is more important for me because it's going to help me. Okay. Question 2, which of the following products, what of the following is the correct sequence of number of products of Bravo in no hope? So what we need to find is Bravo in no hope, then doubtful, then we have promising and blockbuster. And we know the middle 2 are 3, 1 in all the 4 choices. So 2 तो हमको आ गए हैं. Okay. So there have to be 3 products. Okay, this was no hope. This is blockbuster. Then we have doubtful, and we have promising. Okay. So no hope and doubtful are 3 and 1. No hope of Bravo has to be 3. No, sorry, not no hope. Sorry. No, I almost messed up this thing. No hope. Doubtful and promising are 3 and 1. So doubtful is 3. Promising is 1. This is my question 2. I need to find the remaining 2. And we can see that it can be either 1, 2 or 3 for no hope and either 2 or 3 for blockbuster category. Okay. So now let's start going through the statements. Okay. Statement 1. Alpha and Bravo had the same number of products in blockbuster category. Okay. Now Alpha and Bravo had the same number of products in blockbuster category. Now, before I do this, should I not just find out which of the boxes have, which of the categories have how many? Yes. So let's find out. Okay. And when I'm doing that, should I look at only the number, or should I look at the revenue also? I should look at the revenue also. Okay. So let's start from here. What is unknown? This is unknown. What is it going to be? 3 3s are 9. 1, 2, half year. So 3 by 3, 9. So the revenue of this box is 9. What is the other unknown box? It is a 2 by 2 box. So this will be 4. Similarly, if I look at this horizontal line is Bravo. How much is this? This is 1, 2, half inside 3, 3 by 2, 6. So this is 6. Okay. And then we have 2 of the Charlie. Let's look at the 2 Charlies. This is 1, 2, 3, 3 by 1, 3. Okay. 3 by. Okay. And the other one is 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 3 by 2 is 6. And this was, sorry, 1, 2, 3. 3 by 1 is 3. Okay. And these horizontal lines was what? That is Charlie. Oh, that was alpha, yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. This is 6 3s alpha. And this Charlie is the red black one. So how much is 1, 2? 2 by 1 is 2. And the other one is 1, 2, 3, 3 by 2, 6. So it is 6 and 2. So there's the revenue or the area of each box in terms of number of square units. Okay. Similarly, if I look at the top one, all 3 are known. How much is this? Is 9, 4, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So 9, not 4, 2. 1, 2, 2 by 1, 2, 3 by 1. So 9, 3 and 2. 9, 3 and 2. Okay. This is what we have. We have done promising also. Let's do the doubtful wala. Doubtful mein, this is 1 by 1. This one 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 6. And 1, 2, half on either side 3. So 1, 2, 3. 3 by 3, 9. Okay. And then we have these alpha also. These 2 alphas. This is 1. Okay. This is 1 alpha. 1, 2, 2 by 2, 4. So 4 and 1. And then we have the horizontal lines of red color. That is Bravo. How much will that be? That will be, okay, this is 1, 2 by 1 and 1, 2, 3 by 2, 6. So it is going to be 6 and 2. 6 and 2. I'll write it here. Okay. Then we have the no hope category. Again, I'll look at the first the unknown category. This is 1, 2, half on either side, so 3. So this has an area of 3. And the other 2 are 1, 1. So the 2 unknowns are 3, 1. Or the 3 unknowns are 3, 1, 1. What is the Z one? Z is the Bravo. How many? 1, 2, 1, 2, 2 to the 4. Okay. And then we have the alpha. Alpha here is 1, 2, 1, 2, 2 to the 4. And then 1, 2, 2 by 1, 2. So 4 and 2. Okay. So we have so far achieve this thing. Now it says alpha and the statement one says alpha and Bravo have the same number of products in blockbuster category. Blockbuster is this one. Alpha and Bravo have same number of products in blockbuster category. What does this mean? That means we already have 2, 1, 2. If these two have to be same, these two unknown products, only one of them can go to Bravo, the other will have to go to Charlie. Because what is the situation now? As of now, Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, there are 2 products with Alpha, 1 with Bravo, and 2 with Charlie, and there are 2 unknowns. If both the unknowns cannot come to Bravo, we need 1 product more to come to Bravo, then A and B become equal, and there's 1 unknown which is left. Cannot go to either Alpha or Bravo, then they'll not be the same, and it will go to then Charlie. So all you need to be clear about at this point of time is that out of these 2, 1 will go to Bravo and 1 will go to Charlie. Which one goes to whom, we don't know. But 2 will go to, okay. There will be 2. 1 will go to Bravo, 1 to, so Bravo, that means Alpha will have 2 products, Bravo will have 2 products, Charlie will have 2 products. Okay. Now, that means blockbuster should be 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, we still have to do some work. Okay. Chalo, koi baat nahi. Now we need to worry about the no hope one. Okay. So we need to look at the first one. First one can be either 1, 2 or 3. No hope wale ko dekhte hain kya hai. Chalo. We already have 1. Let's see. Okay. Statement 2. Charlie has more products than Bravo, but fewer products than Alpha and no hope category. Charlie has more products than Bravo. Charlie has more products than Bravo, but less products than Alpha in no hope category. Okay, and we are also interested in no hope only. What does that mean? How many products are there in no hope? 1, 2, 3, and then the 3 unknown 6. Out of there 6 products in the no hope category. And the only combination which will fit in to satisfy this is 1, 2, 3. Minimum Bravo will have 1. Minimum Charlie will have 2. Minimum Alpha will have 3. 3 plus 2 plus 1, 6. Total is 6. So this satisfies. What does that mean? In no hope category, Alpha has to be 3. Bravo has to be 1. And Charlie has to be 2. Okay. That means, as far as question number 2 is concerned, the first digit should be 1. 3 is wrong. 4 is wrong. Correct answer, choice 1. Okay. So we have got one answer in front of us. So already. Okay. Now we need to be worried about the revenue of Bravo. Okay. So I'll just remove this one because, okay, chalo isko chhod dete hain yahan pe. Okay. Now look at the choices again. Okay. I don't know how, there's one Bravo here in the promising category. Okay. As far as the no hope category is concerned, it has to be Bravo will not have anything else because Bravo should have only 1. Charlie will have 2 and Alpha will have 3. So the 3 unknown products in the no hope category, out of them 2 will go to Charlie and 1 will go to Alpha. Okay. ठीक है, चलो. I'll erase this now. Some space to work will be helpful. Okay. Now, each company had equal number of products in the promising category. So in the promising category, each company had equal number of products. That means it has to be 1 each. Okay. Next statement. Charlie did not have any products in the doubtful category. As far as doubtful category is concerned, Charlie is 0. So nothing in Charlie. This is the doubtful, yeah. Let's go. Charlie has no products in the doubtful category. Okay. Okay. While Alpha has 1 product more than Bravo in this category. Alpha has one product more than Bravo. Okay. That means these 3 products right now, these are 2 and 2. Okay. How many products? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That means it has to be 4 and 3. After all, 7 hai item iske andar. In the doubtful category, there have to be 7 products. So Charlie is 0. That means all of them are distributed in A and B. A is 1 more, so it should be 4 and 3. That means these 2 blanks and 1. So 9, 6, 1 will be 2 blank and 1 blank. Okay. So we have found out how many boxes go where. Okay. So we'll still need to find out the revenue because question 4 to revenue के बारे में है. चलो. Let's look at statement 4 now, 5 now. Bravo had higher revenue than Alpha in doubtful category. In the doubtful category, which is in the doubtful category, Bravo has revenue more than the Alpha. Revenue of Bravo is more than Alpha. So let's make the cases. So we already have Alpha in the doubtful category is 4 and 1, and Bravo in the doubtful category is 6 and 2. 4 and 1, 5, and 6 and 2, 8. Okay. Now one more person needs to come here. Okay. There are the 3 remaining 9, 6, 1. One more, while 2 need to come here. And still, while 2 have to come to Alpha, Bravo का revenue ज़्यादा होना चाहिए. Summation for Bravo should be more. तो क्या होगा 6 and 2, 8, 1, 9 तो नहीं आ सकता. Because if this comes out to be, if this comes out to be 1, the other will be 9 and 6. Not possible. Because then the revenue of Alpha will be greater. So this cannot be 1. Can this be 6? Let's check. If this is 6, the other two will be 9 and 1. 9, 1, 10, 1, 11, 15. This becomes 15. What about Bravo? 6, 6, 12, and 14. Not possible. Because Bravo has to have higher revenue than Alpha. So even this is ruled out. What is the last case available to us, which should be the correct answer? 9, 6, 1. So 9, 6, 15, 16, 17, 6, 7, 8, and 4, 12. So this is going to be the correct sequence for us. Okay. So let me just write it down. Okay. That means 9, 6, and 1. Okay. I'll again erase this stuff because I'll need some space to work. Okay. So what is the total revenue of Alpha? 4, 5, 6, 6, and 12, 6, 12. Okay. Let me just try to compress this a little. 12. Similarly, 9, 6, 15, 16, 17. And we have used all 3. So the total revenue of doubtful category is 29. Okay. चलो एक बाद में भी कर सकते हैं, अभी कर दो कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. तो statement number 5 has helped us get to some number. Okay. So statement 6, Charlie had higher revenue than Bravo from products in blockbuster category. As far as blockbuster category is concerned, in the blockbuster category, I'll write down on the top. As far as the blockbuster category is concerned, okay, revenue of Charlie had higher revenue than Bravo. Okay, Charlie had higher revenue than Bravo. Okay, Charlie had higher revenue than Bravo in the blockbuster category. Now let's make the cases again. We have a 9 and 4 available to us in the blockbuster category, which need to be. One of them needs to go to Bravo, one to Charlie. What is Alpha? Alpha is 6 plus 3, 9. We can leave it as it is. Okay. Now, Bravo can be either 6 plus 9 or 6 plus 4. We know Charlie should be more than Bravo. Okay. So Charlie has to be more than Bravo. So one case is Charlie is 6 plus 4. The other case is Charlie 6 plus 9. Sorry, not Charlie, Bravo. In one case is Charlie's Bravo is 6 plus 4. The blank could be 4 or it could be 9. So it is either 10 or 19. And what is the other case? And what is the Charlie score then? Charlie can be 6 to 9. Or it can be 6 to 4. We know Charlie should be greater than Bravo, in which case the Charlie is greater than Bravo. So 10, 6 and 2, 8 and 9, 17. So 10 and 17. Okay, what is 9 and 6, 15 and 12? This case is wrong because in this particular case, Bravo has a higher revenue than Charlie. What does this mean? Bravo should be 6 plus 4 and Charlie should be 6 plus 2 plus 9. What is the revenue for Bravo? Okay, so let me just say this is 9, this is 10, and 6 and 4, 10. Okay. Now, what are the choices for question 4? I still have to worry about no hope, but let's see. What do we have here? We already have a 17 out here. and 10. Okay. So revenue for Bravo from doubtful is 17 and from this one, kya naam hai iska? Blockbuster is 10. So 27 is already there. One choice eliminated. Okay. And most probably, even if I look at 27, 1 plus 1 bhi ho sakta hai. Okay, chalo, let's look at the next statement now. Okay. Bravo and Charlie had the same revenue of some products in no hope category. Charlie and Bravo and Charlie had the same revenue from products in no hope category. ठीक है? No hope category में Charlie and Bravo have to have same revenue. Okay, I'm just erasing this again. So as far as the no hope category is concerned, okay, revenue of Bravo is equal to Charlie. Okay. What is the revenue of Bravo so far? 4. Okay. What does and Charlie also has to be 4. How will Charlie become 4? 1, 3 and 1, 1. And the remaining one goes to Alpha. So what happens to Bravo? 4. So what is Bravo now? 17, 4, 20, 31, 31, 17, 4, 21, 10, 31. ये भी क्या? Now, if it is 31 already, it can either be 31, it can be either 31 plus 2 or 3 or 9. 31 plus 2 is 33, not present. So 2 is not possible. 31 plus 3, 34, 31. हाँ यार, इन दोनों में से कोई भी हो सकता है. Either 3 or 9. Okay. So as far as Bravo is concerned, it's either 3 or 9. So we can't do anything right now. Let's look at the last statement also. Alpha and Charlie had the same total revenue considering all products. Okay. Alpha and Charlie have the same total revenue considering all products. Chalo, let's look at the revenue of Alpha and Charlie from these areas. Okay. So far, what have we calculated? As far as Alpha and Charlie are concerned, okay, as far as the doubtful category is concerned, Alpha and Charlie are 4 and 0. No, sorry, 12 and 0. In the doubtful category, Alpha is 12 and Charlie is 0. Okay. Then next category, let's look at the no hope category. The no hope category, Alpha is 4, 5, 6, 7. And Charlie is 3 plus 1, 4. Okay. As far as blockbuster category is concerned, Alpha is 9 and Charlie is 10. How much does it become? 9, 7, 16, 16 and 12. 16 and 12, 28. And Charlie 10 plus 4, 14. Okay. 10 plus 4, 14. And we know Alpha and Charlie have to be equal. 12 and 0 is fine. Alpha is 7 and 4. So how much does it come? 12, 7, 19, 28 is fine. 10 plus 4, 14. Have I made some mistake somewhere? This is 14. The gap is 24, but I think I have made a mistake somewhere. Let me just check. This 7 is fine. Let me just keep doing it. Okay. Okay. Oh, how stupid of me. यहाँ गलती कर दी ना. I was just wondering where 6 to 9. I don't know why I put a 2 out here. 9 to 11, 11, 6, 17. So in the blockbuster category, this should be 17. Okay. So blockbuster categories, Alpha is 9 and this is 17. So 17 and 4, 21. Now we have 9, 3 and 2. Out of these 9, 3, 2, 1 goes to Alpha, 1 goes to Charlie. Obviously, that means Charlie should be plus 9. Makes it 30. Alpha should be plus 2. So this will go to Charlie 9. Alpha will get 2 and Bravo will get 3. Bravo gets 3. That means the answer for question number 4 should be 34. Okay. So Bravo gets 3. I'll write it down in black as I've done it for others also. So Bravo should be 3 Alpha will get 2. 28 plus 2, 30. Charlie gets how much? Charlie gets 9. Yeah. Okay. So that completes the set for us for all practical purposes. We still have one question to worry about. Okay. But I want you to understand one part. Question number 2 was crucial for us because it already gave us 3-1 in all the 4. We used that and we took it as given. Otherwise, we have to find करना पड़ता किसका कितना है. So as far as the middle 2 categories, which is the doubtful and the no hope, doubtful and the promising categories were concerned. Because doubtful and promising categories, we picked up this data from question number 2, we got the answer faster. Okay. So now we have one question left. So let's do that also. So let me just fill it up 4. Okay. And anything else we need to fill up? Nahin, chalo. Let's look at question number 3. Which of the following statements is not correct? Bravo and Charlie had same revenues from no hope category. Bravo and Charlie had same revenues from no hope category. Yes, both of them are 4. So statement 1 is correct. Because statement 1 is correct, so it cannot be the answer. I will eliminate this because this statement is correct. Okay, statement 2. Total revenue from no hope products was less than the total revenue from doubtful products. What's the total revenue from no hope and doubtful? Total revenue from no hope is 7, 4, 11, 11 and 4, 15. Okay. And total revenue from doubtful is going to be 7 and 12, 29. So total revenue from no hope is less than revenue from doubtful, perfectly fine. So statement 2 cannot be the answer. Third statement, Alpha's revenue from Blockbuster. Alpha's revenue from Blockbuster was the same as Charlie's revenue from Promising. Alpha's revenue from Blockbuster. Alpha's revenue from Blockbuster is 9. And Charlie's revenue from Promising. Charlie's revenue from Promising is also 9. Perfect. Statement 3 is also correct. So statement 3 is correct. So again, this cannot be the answer. इसका मतलब यही होगा answer. You want to check it, you check it. I am not going to check it because to me, obviously, this has to be the answer. The other 3 are correct. Okay? However, some of you I know are going to be a little jittery and you have the habit of checking everything. So फिर check कर लेते हैं इसलिए. But in the exam, I would have left it without checking it. Okay, last statement. Bravo's revenue from Blockbuster. Bravo's revenue, let me just change the color. Okay. Bravo's revenue from Blockbuster. Bravo's revenue from Blockbuster. So Bravo's revenue from Blockbuster, which is how much? It is 10. So Bravo's revenue from Blockbuster is 10. Was greater than Alpha's revenue from Doubtful. Alpha's revenue from Doubtful is going to be 12. Alpha's revenue from Doubtful. So this statement is wrong. Because it is wrong, statement 4 becomes the correct answer. So I hope this helps you understand again. Shakal kitni bhi kharab ho. One of the things which you need to remember as far as this particular set is concerned, in the worst case, the right approach was, yes, question 1 to pakka hona chahiye na. The first and foremost thing is, question 1, once you understand the data, this was a visual data set question. You just had to look at the boxes. Obviously, after you had made it this way. Yeah. And the number of boxes will tell you completely. The size of the boxes is a visual question. After that, question 2. Why? Because the middle 2 numbers were same. This helped us very clearly out here. And when you're solving the data set, because we have taken these 2 as 3 and 1 as constant, everything else falls in place. Okay? And then you look at question 4. Uske baad question 3 ki baari aayegi. Okay? So I hope this helps you understand how to handle this kind of difficult sets. And I have seen people copying this graph. बेवकूफी है, बिल्कुल मत करना. ठीक है? Okay. So with this, I will stop the session. And yes, in case there are any doubts, you can always connect with me at 9811155160 with respect to your preparation, or email me at gp@careerlauncher.com. Okay. We'll be happy to help you in with respect to any of your doubts with respect to preparation. Okay. So that's it from my side. And yes, you can download the CL app also, and then that will be a constant companion for your preparation. And that's it. All the best. We'll meet again next week.